Good evening, friends. Just in an hour ago, I gave an assignment in grammar that was meant for all classes, and now we're discussing in detail the answer of these questions. The first question was that use the appropriate word selecting from the bracket to fill in the blanks. The sentence is he seldom or blank tells a lie. Well, seldom is always followed by never because it is a negative word. Seldom is means rarely. It is seldom and never always goes together. So he seldom or never tells a lie. Then often and always. Often and always also have the same meaning. They are synonyms and they go together. Often and ever, often and always, seldom or never, they are always together. Seldom always is with never. He seldom or never tells a lie. He often or always tells the truth. So this is the way. Similarly, the second question, he will pay blank for his foolishness. He will pay dearly for his foolishness. Whenever you use a verb, certainly the next word will come as an adverb because verb is always modified by the adverb. If we write dear, that is adjective, but we are going to write adverb like he, he runs fast. So runs is here verb and fast is adverb which modifies the verb. Now he asked him not to sleep in the class. That is the appropriate answer. 5 weeks have passed since he came here. See, ever since is not used here. Ever since is with the conjugate clauses. Here there is only one clause. So the right answer is since. 5 weeks have passed since he came here. Generally, we make use of since and ever since while stating actions which are related. Like we many classes have not resumed ever since they were closed for COVID-19. Long ago many classes, many schools were closed. Still many classes like class 1 to 9 have not resumed. So we will say that many classes have not resumed ever since they were closed due to COVID-19. So the now here we are relating the two actions. When two actions are related, when did we actually get the first lockdown? At that time the schools were closed. So it is a past action. So when we are relating a past actions with the present action, definitely one will be in present perfect, another will be in simple past. Like class 9 has not yet attended any class ever since they were asked to stay at home due to COVID-19. So this is the way we have to relate the two actions. Now, yes, he is, yes, yes, she works hard. Hard and hardly, there is a difference. Hard is here adjective and hardly is here actually adverb. That hardly means rarely. He hardly comes here. He hardly tells the truth. He hardly works on his project. And hard means he works diligently, making a lot of effort. He works hard. It is adjective. So whenever we write any verb, and immediately after the verb either an adjective will come or an adverb will come that will qualify that. So here hard is qualifying the word works. The boy was much interested in the story. Actually interested is past participle. So past participle is often preceded by much and present participle is preceded by very. Like this is a very interesting story. Actually the story is very interesting. Here interesting is present participle and therefore using present participle we must proceed a present participle with very and a past participle with much. Like he was much disturbed to hear the news. He was much troubled to know about the accident. Always much comes before past participle, and very comes before present participle. His wife was dressed in black. Of course, dressed is followed by the preposition dressed in black. He made us wait. To wait is wrong. Make is such a finite verb which is always followed by a bare infinitive. He made us laugh. He made us cry. He made us go. He made us wait. He made us learn. We will never write infinitive with to after make or made, because this is always followed by a bare infinitive. Bare infinitive means infinitive without to. Like he bade me goodbye. Never say he bade me to goodbye. Always say he bade me goodbye. Similarly, there is another word. Yes. Second assignment. Correct the following sentences. We have to correct them, and then they are also having error in the non-finites. He had better to ask permission. Had better or would rather will always followed by a bare infinitive. So the right answer is he had better ask permission. Never write to ask. He had better ask permission. He had better attend his class. He had better explain the situation. He had better give the explanation to his absence. He had better make explanation to his absence. Let me to do this. Wrong. Let me do this. Let is always followed by a bare infinitive. Infinitive without to. So let me do this. Let me help him. Let me explain this. Let him go there. Let him talk to me. Let him discuss the matter. Never use any non-finite with to. Always use infinitive without to after let. Let him work. Let him go. Let him study. He does nothing but to play. It is wrong. He does nothing but play. This is again a case of bare infinitive. He does nothing but play. It is a pleasure meet her again. Here something is missing. It is a pleasure to meet her again. Here infinitive with to will be used. It is a pleasure to meet her again. He bade me to go. It is wrong. He bade me go. Bid is such a verb which is always followed by bare infinitive. He bids me goodbye. He bids me go. He bids me stay here. He bids me, help her. So bid is such a verb which is always followed by infinitive. So he bade me go rather than to go. To will be removed, and the right answer is he bade me go. He heard her to cry. Again it is bare infinitive. He heard her cry. So the verb heard or hear is also followed by bare infinitive. Certain words are not followed by infinitive with to. We have to take care of that. Certainly the words are make, help, like we can say help him do his work. She helped him solve the question. Never say she helped him to solve the question. Always say she helped him solve the question. Like he bade me goodbye. He bade me go there. He bade me solve the question. Similarly, make. She makes us work. She makes us learn. She makes us talk. She makes us interact. Never use to with make. And with let also. Let him speak. Let him go. But when let is used with another way, like let him be allowed to go. If there is another verb in passive form, let him be allowed to go. Let him be trained to work like this. Let him be trained to behave like this. Let him be trained to speak politely. Like that. So when it will be used in passive form, we can use to plus verb. And but in the case of active, let is always followed by a bare infinitive, infinitive without to. So we are summarizing. Whenever we are using certain adverb like seldom, it will always be followed with never. Seldom or never. Often or always. He seldom or never comes to us. He often or always commits mistake. Similarly, when we have hardly, then we will always use when. He hardly had he spoken when the train arrived. Hardly had he reached there when the program began. Scarcely had he reached there when the train arrived. Scarcely when, hardly when, no sooner than. No sooner did he reach the station when the train arrived. No sooner than the train arrived. No sooner did he reach the station than the train arrived. So no sooner is with than, hardly is with when, scarcely with is when. They are the conjugate words. They always go together. Not only is followed by but also. So this is the way we are compiling today's discussion. This was just the option based question, but it requires a lot of interpretation, a lot of thinking while solving the questions. So language has always to be practiced. It is rightly said, the language is never taught, it is rather caught. We have to practice grammar rather than learning the rules and regulations. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.